All right, so we were talking about following up with phone calls. If you send out 50 letters of introduction, you don't need to try to call 50 people in one day. You want to set yourself up a schedule of people you're going to follow up with, and then you're going to talk about who you are when you send that letter out. Hi, I'm Tracy McClelland. I have a new business on the corner lot. It's your Cardi Health Career Center. I sent a letter of introduction about a week ago, and I wanted to touch bases with you to see if your office had received it and whether or not you have any questions. So you do want to follow up. Now remember, I shared with you, when you send your letter of introduction and when you send your follow-up, when you do your follow-up phone calls, oftentimes your first letter, they never even received it. It got thrown in the trash can. So you have to send that letter of introduction to those 50 people probably 3 or 4 or 5 times before somebody pays it any attention. Now, another thing that you want to do, don't send the ordinary plain white envelope, okay? Put something creative on the envelope, okay? Open urgently or something. There's a prize inside, or put a piece of candy inside so they'll open it up to see what is this all about. You're going to have to be creative with how you're going to get people to open your mail in the first place, okay? So that letter of introduction, remember, don't become complacent. Don't say, well, I've sent out 50 letters, just nobody's paying me any attention. This stuff doesn't work. Trust me, it does work. It does work. You may send out 100 letters of introduction and only get one person to call you back, and that one person could be worth $30,000 to $50,000. Now you say, Tracy, how could that be? Yeah, it can be because it happened to me. We sent out letters of introduction. At first we sent it out in our community. We sent it out to our community again, and then we start sending it out in communities adjacent or next to our community. We sent it out to a nursing home, and the nursing home got the letter and the brochure, and she said, wow, we have a facility over to the side that they could use to do the training, and they could train our students. And we said, yeah. So we drove over about 30 miles away and did the training in their facility. Because we sent out that letter of introduction, a funding source, a company, heard that we were in the city. They sent us 17 students. Okay, you do the math. 17 students times $1,500. Okay, so don't tell me the letter of introduction doesn't work. It works, ladies. It works, and gentlemen, it works. Okay. Number 2, your follow-up phone call. Be consistent. If you have any help in the office with you, if you can't make all the follow-up phone calls, then you write out a script and you let somebody help you do those follow-up phone calls. And write out exactly what you're going to say when they answer the phone, so you're not stumbling on your words or stuttering for what you're going to say. So letter of introduction, follow-up phone calls. Number 3. And I know some people say, I don't want to make that investment. I don't really see how they can help. Ladies, you need to join the local Chamber of Commerce. We want our business to be reputable. We want it to be in the society listing. You need to join the local Chamber of Commerce. And trust me, they're not paying me to say that. I don't always make all of the meetings of the local chamber, but they know who I am, okay? So you need to join the local Chamber of Commerce. Get any resources that they can offer to your business. Remember that the Chamber of Commerce is going to come in, do a ribbon cutting ceremony. You're going to get a free article with you cutting the red ribbon. Hey, that's worth the investment alone. The advertisement is free. Well, it's not really free advertisement, but they're going to put you on the front page, or they're going to have you on the radio, or they're going to have you on their online newspaper. So you want to join the local Chamber of Commerce. I'm telling you, it's important. They want to see your face. You are what they're buying at first. You're the nurse. You're the healthcare provider. You're the one they trust. They want to get to know. They want to like you, and they want to trust you. And you are trustworthy. So you want to join the local Chamber of Commerce. Number 4, don't forget those business cards. I cannot stress how important those business cards are. Don't leave home without your business cards, okay? So that's number 4. Number 1, letter of introduction. Number 2, follow-up phone calls. Number 3, join the local Chamber of Commerce. Choke it up, do it anyway. I've had some nurses say, I don't want to join the Chamber of Commerce. You need to join the Chamber of Commerce. 4, business cards is extremely important everywhere you go. You whip out that business card and you give it with a smile. And anytime you greet someone in the grocery store, in Walmart, wherever you are, do it with such enthusiasm that it makes them say, wow, what's going on with you? You must have some really great things going on. And you're going to say, I do. Let me give you my business card. I just started a new business, and we help people in our community. We change lives. And for that, I feel really, really good about. And they're going to check you out. They're going to come by your center to see what's going on down there. But they should be able to see it on your face long before they get to your building. So 4 is business cards. Number 5 needs to be brochures. It doesn't have to be a fancy brochure. You can use your Microsoft Office Publisher. Microsoft Publisher will help you with brochures. It can be the trifold, or it can be a front and back 2 or 3 page brochure. The trifolds are a lot easier, but mainly what you're going to do is just have content about the service that you're trying to implement at that time. Now, if you just want to have a general brochure that tells about the business that you're opening up, what types of services you're going to offer, that's perfect. We have some sample brochures in your manual. And so you want to refer back to the back of the book and look at some of the sample brochures that we've listed back here. Please feel free to use any of the wording that you want, because primarily you're going to be doing almost the same thing in your training center as we've done in our training center, and probably even better. Okay, so letter of introduction, follow-up phone calls. Got to be consistent and persistent. Join the local Chamber of Commerce. Number 4, your business cards. Number 5, you need to create those brochures. So you're going to have to take some time, sit down, and really put some energy into creating all of the things you need for your business. Okay? And then number 6 is flyers. Flyers are the 1-page informational sheet about the service that you're going to be providing. Like, I have a flyer for the CPR class, I have a flyer for CNA, flyer for medical assistant, and they're all different. But one thing that is significant on every flyer, bright colors. Red, yellow, lime green. It needs to have a lot of bright colors on your flyer to catch attention. Another thing that's very significant about your flyers and the type of people we're going to be servicing in our career centers, it needs to be a very diverse group. If you're going to put a picture, if you're going to borrow a picture from Google or somewhere, it needs to be a diverse picture. You need to have African Americans, you need to have Hispanics, you need to have Caucasian, you need to have males, you need to have females, old, young, and so forth. So you're basically showing the community that, hey, we service everybody. Now, if you're going to have someone in your business that speaks Spanish, oh, by all means, include that on your flyer. Okay? Now, we teach Hispanics, but they have to speak English, okay? Because I don't speak any English, any kind of Spanish, okay? All right, so they got to have, you're going to need flyers, and make sure you put all of the essential information on your flyers. Now, don't forget to say where your business is located. Don't forget to put your business's telephone number in big, bold print, okay? So put that address, put that phone number, put your website, put your email address so they can reach you. Now, one other thing that's very important about your flyer, and especially your brochures, in our career centers, in all of our health career training centers, what is the most significant thing that makes us unique from everybody else? You guessed it, girl. That's right. We do it fast. We give you great service, we give you good quality, and we do it fast. That's exactly right. So make sure you include that on your brochure, put it in bold print, make it big, because that's what people want to see. Okay? And there's also some samples of flyers in your manual as well, so you can see how it's been laid out. Now, the reason I can offer you those resources in your manual is because they have worked well for us. Now, your manuals may look fancier, and that's great, but don't forget the essential parts. Put the phone number on there big, make sure the address is readable, Make sure they know how to find you, how to reach you, how to call you, all of those essential things. So I know you're going to do a wonderful job with that. The last thing is health and career fairs. Free events. No one's paying you, but you need to have presence in all of these most key and vital events. And guess what? At first, you can't send a representative. It has to be, you guessed it, it has to be you, because you're the one that you're the one that they're knowing and trusting initially. Okay? At first, no one knew what Yacardi Health Career Center was and could care less. They were getting to know Tracy McClelland, and I think she's got a business. Yeah, I think she's got a business. And then the more they got to know, like, and trust Tracy McClelland, then they said, yeah, she's got a business, and we know her, we like her, we're going to send our people to Tracy. And then they discovered what the name of my business was. And they're going to do the same thing for you. So you got to be out there in a big way. You need to visit different churches. You may be one of those churches that want you to come to their church every Sunday. But listen, you need to visit a lot of different churches. You need to see people. You need to speak to everyone. You need to give everybody the time of the day, because everyone has the potential of either being your customer or sending you customers. Customer service is going to be very big, and we're going to talk about that in our next training. But that's going to be huge. The other thing is speaking. Now, if you're a little shy to speaking, that's not good. As health career training coordinators, remember in our training event we talked about some of the roles that you have to play. Well, one key role in getting your business up and going is you're going to have to sit down and write you out some speeches. If you're not a person that speaks at your church or speak to different people on different occasions and with multiple people in the audiences, then you're going to have to sit down and start practicing speaking to people. Because how are they going to get to know you? How are they going to start to like you? And how are they going to trust you if you don't speak to them? Okay? You're going to have to share your passion from the stage or from the front of the room. Tell them about your vision. Tell them about your mission. Tell them about your dreams, your hopes, your aspiration in this business. That's going to help you have that marketing magic. Some other things that I haven't mentioned here are your newspaper articles. That's huge. Also, don't forget about your radio ads. There's a lot of other things, and we're going to go deeper in depth to talk about marketing some more. But initially, these are some of the initial things you want to look at in getting your business up and going. So say, for example, you've opened your business. Your CNA application is not completely finished. You're still gathering some supplies. But you've got this building, and you need to start generating funds. Well, you need to make sure that you're BLS instructor certified, because if you are, then guess what? You can start generating funds immediately, and it will at least cover the rent until you get your other programs implemented. The BLS instructor certification, we offer that training as well if you haven't already received it. Okay, it's typically the BLS instructor in the PPD administration course. And the PPD administration course allows you to be able to give your students the PPD injection and be completely safe to do it in your health career center. So we do those two trainings together, the BLS instructor and the PPD administration, and it saves you a lot of money, and it will make you a lot of money. So I feel so privileged to be able to come to you today and to offer you training number 2. Keep your eyes peeled on your email for your next training number 3. I love spending time with you. Lyra and I sit down and we talk about you all the time, how successful you are and how successful you are going to be. We're going to be nationwide, and soon we're going to be global. So there will be so many HTC sisters and brothers out there. We're going to be helping the community, helping people with unemployment, help people go back to work, help families to feed their children, to be able to pay their mortgage. And I'm so excited to be able to be a part of that with you. I'm Tracy McClelland with Nursing Success System, and we love you guys so much.